Hi, my name is Oskar Lindberg and I work as an R&D team manager and a product manager for suction cups. When we design a suction cup, there will always be compromises. If you make it too soft, it tends to be unstable and may implode. If you make it too firm and too stiff, it tends to push away the object. If you make the lip too thin, it wears out fast. And if you make the lip too thick, it won't pick the tricky objects. For every improvement, there seems to be one trade-off. When we talk to our customers running high-speed parcel sorting applications or similar, they ask us, why can't we pick everything with one suction cup? That's when we knew we had to question all truths and make a structural redesign. Instead of developing a single one-cup-fits-all, we focused on a high-performance platform available in 4 variants. 2 cups in the size of 42, hard and medium, and 2 cups in the size 55, hard and medium. This makes your end-of-arm tool easier to build, easier to order spare parts for, and easier to program, while still letting you tune the system for your application by choosing size and hardness. But physics won't simplify themselves. A soft bag cup will perform quite poorly when lifting heavy boxes. And on the opposite, a very stiff, heavy-duty cup will perform poorly when lifting plastic bags. You may optimize for 1 or maybe 2 aspects, but not all. One of the biggest challenges is flow. For a sealed application, as soon as the lip seals, you get a good grip. But for a leaking application, you need to compensate for that leakage by increasing the flow to reach your vacuum level. You need to stiffen up the structure. But when you do that, you lose adaptability. Back to compromise. What if we didn't have to choose between stability and adaptability? What if we redesigned the entire architecture? That's when the BLFF was born. Not as another variation, but as a new structural concept. We started with the material since it defines the suction cup behavior. The lip needs to be compliant, but the bellow needs to be stiff. And the design needs to withstand extreme vacuum flow. Traditional backups are soft and tend to wear out fast on abrasive surfaces. We need something different. We need a material strong enough to maintain the suction cup structure, flexible enough to conform to difficult objects, and durable enough to work against abrasive surfaces. And at the end, sustainable enough to support Piab's journey towards minimizing our footprint. So we combined 2 materials. A flexible wear-resistant lip overmolded onto a stiff bellow. Soft where it needs to adapt, stiff where it needs control, durable where it needs to last. This allows BLFF to operate at extreme flow and deep vacuum levels, while still maintaining structural stability and delivering significantly longer service life than a regular bag cup. In our lab, we tested the extremes: heavy loads, high accelerations, extreme flow, and difficult objects. Where conventional suction cups fail, the BLFF platform delivers, maintaining structure, seal, and control. Same platform, different conditions, no compromise. The BLFF platform is available in 4 variants: 42mm hard and 42mm medium, 55mm hard and 55mm medium. The hard versions are ideal when stability and control are critical. For example, higher loads, higher accelerations, or more rigid objects. The medium versions balance conformity and stability. So when you need to cover more variations, for example, a mix of boxes, padded mailers, and bags in the same flow. All 4 variants share the same architecture and interface, making it straightforward to change between them, or mix them if you have an end-of-arm tool and you need to create different zones with different characteristics. Performance is only half of the story. Maintenance matters. In many systems, replacing a worn-out suction cup means throwing away a fully functional fitting. We wanted to avoid that. So we integrated the lower part of the fitting into the suction cup. So when the cup wears out, you only replace the plastic unit. The metal part of the fitting still remains in the machine. And you do all the work from underneath the suction cup. Less downtime, lower cost, less waste. You can complement the BLFF platform with an additional feature module. That allows for filtration directly at the cup, and with a PiSafe Sense for vacuum control and energy saving. Because PiSafe Sense restricts the flow, it's not suitable for extreme high flow applications. So for maximum capability and the widest performance window, run BLFF without restrictions in those high flow scenarios. Modular, configurable, application specific. But it's in the demanding high flow applications that it really excels. The BLFF platform with 4 variants, 42mm hard, 42mm medium, 55mm hard, 55mm medium, is designed for engineers who refuse to choose between adaptability and control. So, if your application requires both, Piab has the solution for you. Thank you for listening.